What's your most used emoji? Mine is the...
Yep, as is mine.
I like the one that has the tongue that, that comes out and with the eyeballs, because I'm kind of silly like that. Do you have my whole body or just my waist up? Okay, good. So I can put my feet wherever I want. Okay. Okay, I was just making sure.
What's your guilty pleasure TV show or movie?
Oh, this is a good one.
All of the terrible reality TV.
Awful reality TV.
I keep them in business. We're in like a competitive pool for Big Brother.
Yeah, we are. It's fantasy Big Brother.
It's very serious.
We take it very seriously.
Bravo. Anything on like Bravo. Mindless television, nothing too serious.
Tell us a little bit about your background and why you chose franchising.
So initially, we didn't choose franchising. My former business partner and I were looking at all sorts of businesses, and a mentor referred us to FranNet, a franchise consulting firm. They analyzed our skills, our abilities, and really led us to franchising.
My career actually started with JanPro 17 years ago. I was hired as the director of sales and marketing. The current owner of the Charlotte market approached me and said, "Hey, I think you would be really good at this."
What's the moment you realized this is the right brand for me? It was my first JanPro conference, and seeing all of the other markets celebrate each other's successes, it felt like, these are my buddies and I'm so proud of them for how great they did this year.
I didn't even own the business yet. One of our franchisees came in to me around the holidays, and they said to me, if it weren't for what you do every day, I wouldn't have been able to put my first child through college.
How would you describe the support from the franchisor?
One of the greatest moments that we had was seeing, after we signed, the support doubled. There were a lot of promises made beforehand, and I didn't know that they were going to be able to live up to those promises, but not only did they live up to them, they doubled down, and the support has been incredible.
How have the other franchisees impacted your business? If it weren't for the family that we have at JanPro, we would not be where we are. Folks have took us into their office, let us spend 2 and 3 days at their offices to just shadow and learn.
If you could give one piece of advice to a new franchisee, what would it be and why?
Follow the model. The biggest mistake that people make when they buy a franchise is that they want to put their own spin on it. And that's great, but definitely follow the model.
Rely on your peers, the people who've been doing this for years before you. They have experiences that they can share with you, things that they did wrong and how they corrected it so that you don't go down that road and make the same mistakes they did.
How has your life changed since becoming a franchise owner? Very simply, independence, freedom. I don't feel like, I'm clocking in, if you will.
Just the autonomy in our lives, the flexibility to support what's going on at home, our kids, and also be able to build the business at our own pace.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? No.
I go back and forth on this one. I'm gonna go with no. It is a hot dog. It's in its own right. Something special.
That was it. Okay.
Yep.
How'd we do?
You did fantastic.